Do you guys remember what it was like to have your first audition together? Because we were auditioning
vividly
for the 2 roles and trying to do. Can you two comment a little bit about that process?
My callback process was about 2 hours long. They auditioned me with about, I feel like it was like 10 different Lauras, who were all super lovely and really lovely actresses. But Elise and I were the first to go in together right in the morning, and then we were the first to go in at the beginning of the day. And it was magical. I don't know, we just did it. And I thought to myself, if I get cast, that's my Laura. Yeah.
Thanks, Natasha.
Right place, right time.
And your chemistry with Elise is golden. Like, tell me about that. Was it always fantastic from the moment you met?
It was. I have to say, for lack of a better word, there's just this magic when I work with her. You know, from the second I auditioned, I knew that if I got the role of Carmilla, that she would be my Laura.
Yeah.
You two have obviously worked together before. We talked about Carmilla, and you had this on-screen chemistry to begin with. You obviously work really well together. What was it like working together on this film?
It was such a great experience. Yeah. It was nice to have already founded that relationship before we went into filming, because I think a lot of times in film and television, you don't get much rehearsal time at all, and you don't get a chance to really connect with your partner, and then all of a sudden you're just there and the camera's rolling and you just have to be present with them. But with Natasha, like, we had this whole history together and this whole foundation of friendship and working together. And
it was nice to explore a different kind of relationship as well, because we play romantic partners on Carmilla, and then it was nice to explore a friendship kind of role. So
it was very goofy. There was a lot of
I'm sure the outtakes are really fun too.
Yeah.
Right?
Was it different working with Natasha as friends and not, because I know that we all know you from Carmilla and that relationship, so was it different working as best friends? How was that like?
Yeah, I mean, we were so lucky in that we already had a pre-existing relationship and such a close working relationship before we went into filming a feature together. That doesn't get to happen. A lot of times you show up on set and you're meeting the actor for the first time. And we already had such a close rapport of how we work together that it was really easy to flow into that. I mean, you know, we're actors, we can do anything. So it was great to kind of explore that other side of our friendship together rather than the chemistry that we have in Carmilla. Yeah, it was really fun.
So obviously you started the film with Natasha Negovanlis, who is your co-star in the hit series Carmilla. So you clearly have great chemistry. So can you just talk about the casting? How did that come about? Are you a package deal? What's the story?
We're actually conjoined twins that nobody knows about. So we knew Sarah and Adriana kind of through Carmilla. We had done some stuff with them. I don't know if you guys know this thing called Pillow Talk. We had filmed one with them. So they approached us to audition separately, and I don't think it was ever really their plan to cast both of us, but I don't know, magic happens when we call action, and Natasha and I are on screen together. So it was, we both went through just a normal audition process, and then we were called back with other people. We did chemistry reads with other people, and when it was her and I think you guys can tell, it was I think we clicked, so it was great. I think one of my favorite things is when you have an actor where your chemistry is just so on point with the other person for whatever reason, you're grooving with them. I think Natasha and I definitely have that when we work together.
The thing that I'm gonna miss the most is playing off of Natasha. When we're filming, some magic happens, and so I think and that doesn't always happen with other actors. Sometimes you just have built-in chemistry with your scene partner, and that's amazing, and that's such a gift and something that I shouldn't ever take for granted. Yeah.
What are you guys gonna miss about making the show?
I wouldn't say that we were best friends right away, but I'd say there was a very palpable chemistry right away. Like, it took us a while to get to know each other because our work schedule was so crazy. We didn't really get to hang out on a personal level until much later. But for me personally, from the second we auditioned together, like both of us auditioned with several different Lauras and Carmillas. I think I auditioned with about like 8 different Lauras.
Wow, I don't think I have.
Yeah, like there were a lot, and maybe it felt like that anyway. There were a lot, and I remember Steph sort of asked me who I liked the best, and I just was like, yeah, something felt really great about her. I remember Steph texted me a photo of us together from the screen, and she was like, "This is like what we're thinking," and I was like, "Yeah, it's right."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had never met each other before the chemistry read. We didn't have any initial auditions together. And it's true, like there was something very unique about our chemistry as soon as we read together that I think we both felt for sure. And like Natasha said, it was hard to, like, we were sort of like thrown into this crazy schedule right away that we didn't actually really have a chance to hang out a lot in season 1.
No.
But I feel like it kind of worked out nicely that we got to know each other personally as the characters got to know each other. Because I don't think Laura and Carmilla really know each other in season 1. Like they're sort of like very, you know, you said it really well in an interview a while ago. You said that they're infatuated with each other in season 1. And then
they do fall in love. I do believe that they fall in love, absolutely.
But it is more
the
of an
initial
innocent love. Like it's like a chemistry and that, and then they actually get to know each other more in season 2 and season 3, and that's when we started kind of like getting to know each other on a deeper level as well. So it worked like well in that.
And I just think that she works so incredibly hard on set and is such a wonderful actor and person, and I know that I wouldn't be Carmilla if it wasn't for our chemistry, so I do owe a lot of this to her as well, and she was really lovely and supportive. I think it's really cool when women can lift each other up in this difficult industry.
What do you love about working with Elise?
Yeah, so I met Elise at the Carmilla callbacks for season 1, and that's when we started working together. And then through our chemistry on Carmilla, which captured a lot of people's attention, we got to work on Slasher, which is on Netflix, and also Almost Adults, which is a film we did that's on Netflix as well. So that was both our first starring role in a movie, and now it's really cool because we get to share our second starring roles in movies together. And it's just such a gift because she's such a generous actress, and we really have this chemistry that is undeniable. Like, I don't think we appreciated how amazing it was until, you know, we started gaining more experience, and I get to work with so many lovely actors, but there is something like really special about the way we work together. And now, of course, we know each other so well, so after a few years, it's just like coming home. That's how the coming back to the set feels.
I have to say, Elise and I work super well together, and we create some real magic on camera. One thing we do not do well together is dance.
I think there's something about an innate chemistry that you have with a person that is sometimes not, there's no logical answer for it. I think it was very much like even when I auditioned with Elise in the callback, it was like something instantly connected, and there was something I knew in that moment. I was like, if I get cast, like that's definitely my Laura. And I always just sort of knew that. And it's hard to explain. I mean, because even in your day-to-day lives, you know, you'll meet someone who's maybe really good on paper, or someone who's really lovely and they're so kind and they're so nice, but you know, you can't fabricate just that magical chemistry. So I think in many ways, it was just sort of destiny for Laura and Carmilla to be together.
So cool. I don't know. It's like I like acting or something, and I like acting with you or something either.
You know what? We should work together.
Yeah, we like really great chemistry. Like, oh my god, never TV show. That'd be cool.
How long did it take for you guys to find chemistry between each other as actors?
Mine is 2 seconds.
Immediately. I mean,
I don't know, we went out and looked for it. We were like, let's find it. Where is it? Over in like the park, I don't know.
Everybody looks under the seats right now. There's
chemistry!
You get chemistry and you get no, although someone from the team, I can't remember who it was, said I would have chemistry with a rock, and I was like, I don't know if that's a good thing. I was like, what am I getting off to people? Maybe I just hadn't been out in a while, if you know what I mean, during that first audition. No, immediately. It was just instantaneous, I think. Like, I remember my audition with you so vividly, too. Yeah. Seems like forever ago.
I can see you're wearing black and white. Is that signifier of something?
We didn't even we often just appear at events and are wearing matching outfits by accident.
That's clear. That
we
is
didn't
cool.
plan this. It just
that
happened.
is cool. I don't know how you do it.
Clearly the casting was not a mistake because we have this innate chemistry that we're always in sync or always balancing each other out.
Very good. Very good. Now,
you briefly, you worked on Slasher.
I did.
And you briefly worked with Natasha Negovanlis Elise Bauman in one scene.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I remember these girls.
I was just wondering, what was it like working with them and
The two of them have such great chemistry and rapport.
They really do.
I was like just watching the two of them chat between them. I was like, this is amazing. I could sell tickets to this, which then I subsequently discovered they pretty much do. Because I wasn't really aware of who they were until they came in and they told me. I was just sort of like, this is amazing.
It was like fandoms colliding.
Yeah, it was, because I'm not on social media, so I don't really know. But I was just like, I could just get popcorn and hey, they were sweet girls, sweet, and very good. And I, subsequently discovered it was a big deal to be working with them, and I should have known that at the time.
Massive.
Sorry, guys.